What's up, graphic designers? Actually, this video I'm creating right after the one that you're about to see because I just remembered something that I've been meaning to tell all of you guys. So when we're opening up files that we download, right, we're going to click File, Open. I know that, you know this. And then when we go to this Downloads menu, we've got lots of ways we can sort of manipulate what we see. So sometimes you guys are scrolling through looking for the file. Maybe it's the OTF file from dafont.com. Maybe it's a blank, but here's what I'm going to encourage all of you guys to do. So if you click on this little icon right here, we've got a couple options. We can show these items as icons, lists, or columns. So if I click columns, it's going to look a little something like this. And right now it's sorted alphabetically, right? D's, E's, F, G's, so on and so forth. But here's what I'm going to encourage you guys to do. We don't want icons. We don't want columns. Instead, what you're going to do is you want list. And when we have list, and we look at the top, I know that we've got the name, right? And so what we can do is if I click name, it's in, now it's starting with the Z's, and now it's starting with the numbers. And once we get through the numbers, we'll arrive at all the A's and the B's and so on and so forth. But that's not really what I want to show you, ladies and gentlemen. We want to sort with all our files, not by name, but the date added. So if you click the date added, it does reverse chronological order or current chronological from most recent to most distant in time. I don't know how you would say most far away. And so here, for example, are all the files that I downloaded yesterday. This, again, ladies and gentlemen, is how you want to sort of manipulate this window so you can find the files more easily based on when you downloaded them by going to list. Great. What's up, graphic designers? Happy Friday, and what an exciting week we had. We learned so much, and we're going to actually do a quick review of some of the key ideas that we explored earlier. However, I want to share with you guys some of your submissions from yesterday's class. Shout out to Maya, highlighting Breaking Bad, Walter White. I love this. Thank you so much, Sophia. So Sophia did something that sadly Maya did not, and Sophia added some text, which I love, and she says, trust Rose. Thank you so much for the endorsement. Here's the thing, Sophia. The T in trust doesn't have a whole lot of contrast, right? Because we have white on white, basically, white on light, light blue. So what you're going to want to do is give this maybe a drop shadow, maybe a stroke, or think about an alternative color for the text so that we can read it. Also, Sophia, I love all the people you've got featured here in this collage. However, we're going to want to use that template so that their faces are featured a little more prominently as Maya did. So just as I said a second ago, Maya, you're going to want to include some text. I just searched some highlights, some quotes from Breaking Bad. Maybe you want to do say my name, maybe yeah, science, and another word. Those are so many fun options. Although, as much as I love this particular show, I would encourage you to wait until you're 17, 18. This is a mature show, but thank you so much for submitting this. And Jay, love it. This is amazing. Is Amy Winehouse featured among these what I suspect are musicians? I don't really know who these people are. Are they all Kylie Uckies? I don't know who this person is, but you get extra credit. Hey Marie, I love it. This looks really, really great. I would encourage you to maybe consider putting like a white stroke, like an outline along this text. Otherwise, so good to see this submission. This is a W picture. However, I don't know who created this. You're gonna make sure you put your name in the file name, Nazir. Awesome, love it. Ernest, shout out to you for putting your name on the image itself. You also want to put it in the file name. We want to see some text, and you're going to want to layer elements like those waves in between all the layers, as we have here with Zichi. Zichi, this is super cute. Well done, Zichi. So we were reimagining the Bullet Train poster. You don't have to put Bullet Train. What you could do is something similar to what A. Marie did. Lab Love. You're going to think about what language you can use to highlight our school. Brooke, I love this. She's creative, and you know what? She got her own ornamental designs and included it in this Disney themed poster. Well done. And she did a few different versions. Well done. I love all the revision that Brooke is exercising. All right, so let's do a quick review from this past week. So on Tuesday, I know that we learned a little bit about how to create radial gradients, and we also learned how to manipulate the gold smart object, right? And so you can play around with that today if you have the opportunity. On Wednesday, we talked about the solid to transparent gradient, and we also talked about how to increase and decrease the size of multiple layers simultaneously. Remember, in the layers palette, we hold shift. And then in yesterday's class, we talked about composition and layering. So we talked about how to wedge these waves between all the different people. We also talked about why it's so important to use that template, because we want contrast in terms of individual's size, and we're thinking about where the relationship between text and people are. So what are we doing today? So today, great question. Today is Friday. Today you got two options. You can continue working on your project from earlier this week. Alternatively, if you want to design a new poster that integrates some of the big ideas from each day, that would be cool with me. We're going to be working until the bell doesn't ring. You're excited. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what you produce. Good luck.